will grow through experience if they meet life honestly and courageously. This is how character is built. Eleanor Roosevelt. I will never forget the moment I learned that my mother had suffered a heart attack. Time seemed to freeze. Fear gripped every corner of my mind. My breath shortened. My thoughts spiraled. The woman who had always been my rock, my source of strength, my safe place, was now the one in crisis. I rushed to the hospital, heart pounding, hands shaking, unable to silence the questions racing through my head. Would she be okay? Would she walk again? Would she still laugh with the same joy? Would she still be my mama in all the ways I had known her to be? Seeing her in that hospital bed, hooked to machines, eyes closed, was like watching my world shift without warning. In that moment, the weight of helplessness collapsed on me. I had always seen her as invincible. Now she looked fragile, and it scared me in ways I didn't have words for. But fear wasn't the only thing that entered the room. Anxiety quickly followed. I questioned everything. What more could I have done? What I should have said? How many moments I'd taken for granted? The guilt, the worry, the what ifs. They drowned out the steady beeping of the monitor. There was also doubt. Doubt that life would ever return to normal. Doubt that our family would be whole again. Doubt that healing was even possible. I watched her struggle to move, to eat, to smile. And it broke something inside of me. It made me feel small, powerless. But then I saw something else. I saw the fight in her eyes when she opened them. I saw her lips curl into a determined grin, even though it hurt. I saw her spirit slowly rise, not because it was easy, but because giving up simply wasn't an option. She wasn't done, and neither were we. Recovery wasn't pretty. It wasn't fast, but it was steady. It was hard fought, and it was real. Day by day, inch by inch, she made progress. She got stronger. She started walking. She started laughing again, and with each step, we made it through. She taught me something in that season, that healing is not just a physical process. It's emotional. It's mental. It's spiritual. And most of all, it's possible. Even when everything feels uncertain. Even when your heart is full of fear. So now I say this to you. You too will make it through. I don't know what you're facing. Maybe it's grief. Maybe it's failure. Maybe it's betrayal. Or loneliness. Or a diagnosis that shook your soul. Maybe it's the quiet battles. Those inner wars no one else sees. But hear me clearly. You will make it through. Not because it's easy, not because it's quick, but because it's inside you to overcome. You were built with resilience in your bones and fight in your heart. Life may bend you, but it won't break you. Not if you hold on. You don't have to feel strong every day. Some days you'll cry. Some days you'll collapse. Some days you'll doubt whether you're moving at all. But progress isn't always visible. Sometimes surviving the day is proof enough that you're still in the fight. pressure off needing to have it all together. You're human. You're allowed to fall apart, but you're also allowed to rebuild. You're allowed to rise again. You're allowed to write a new story, even after everything went wrong. Like my mother, your journey may be filled with pain, but would also be filled with power, with new perspective, with a deeper purpose. Don't let the struggle make you forget that healing is possible, even for you. And let me tell you this, strength is not loud. Sometimes it's as quiet as getting out of the bed, as gentle as saying no to what no longer serves you, as brave as asking for help, as faithful as breathing through the pain and trusting that it won't last forever. You may feel like you're barely holding on, but holding on is still a victory. You may be crawling instead of running, but crawling still moves you forward. Do not underestimate the power of endurance. It's what makes miracles possible. And one day, you'll look back and realize you made it through. You did what you thought you couldn't. You rose when you had every reason to stay down. And that moment will change you forever. Because when you rise, you don't just carry yourself. You carry the strength of everyone who ever believed in you, whoever poured into you, and whoever stood by you in your lowest moment. Your victory becomes their validation. That moment when you realize you survived what was meant to destroy you will give you a new kind of confidence, a grounded confidence that doesn't boast but radiates. You'll walk differently. You'll speak with greater conviction, and you'll know without a shadow of a doubt that you were never as fragile as they thought. You'll begin to understand why it all happened, not just for your healing, but for your mission. Your testimony becomes a lighthouse for someone else still lost at sea. Your scars become a map for others to follow toward freedom. And the power of your voice, the truth of your journey, will be a reminder to the world that even the most brokest moments can give birth to the most beautiful strength. You made it through. And now it's time to help someone else do the same. You got this. Peace and blessings, Dr. O.